This is Duke University.
Central America is a region that many of us thought after the wars of the 1980s and the peace processes of the 1990s and a free trade agreement called Central America Dominican Republic Free Trade Agreement that was passed in the early part of this century, that Central America, más o menos, with fits and starts, would find its sea legs and move forward. Central America has not. Central America is a region that is in real challenge, particularly the three countries of the Northern Triangle, which would be Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras, in large measure because of illegal drug traffic that moves from Venezuela to the north coast or the Mosquito Coast of Honduras, and then traffics from there up the peninsula through Mexico to the United States. The other route, by the way, goes through Hispaniola, which is Haiti and the Dominican Republic. The drugs come out of Colombia, they move into Venezuela, and are distributed from Venezuela either to Hispaniola or the north coast of Honduras. Now, there are other routes too, but those are the primary ones if you look at the radar tracks of the aircraft that move forward. What that's doing is it's undermining democracy fundamentally in countries where institutions of democracy are very, very weak. Not necessarily their fault, but drug traffickers and others, other criminal activities, go to permissive environments where law enforcement, where governments are weak. Central America is a perfect case. It also happens to be on the flight path between the world's largest producer of coca and the world's largest consumer of coca. So there's not much they can do about that. But it is an issue that is directly impacting the region. But it's not just those three countries. Notice I didn't say Nicaragua. Nicaragua is not being undermined by drug trafficking, and that's a good thing. But Nicaragua is very directly a democracy that is fundamentally at risk because of the decisions and the actions that the Ortega government has taken over the last several months, not just to ensure that it wins the presidential elections 2 days before our own in November, and it will, but to completely, from a political and judicial perspective, eliminate the opposition and turn Nicaragua back into a one-party state. So they've done through the political process what they couldn't get done through the Sandinista revolution in the 1980s. So we're seeing some real changes there. For those of us, including myself, who are interested in the promotion and the expansion of democracy as a concept, as a governing strategy, and certainly with the idea that democracies make stronger partners with the United States and vice versa, this is a concern.